can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the telling, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all. Happy New Year! We're back! Well,
Just that Lola.
Lola, stop. Half of us are back.
Yeah.
But I am very lucky today to have this beauty, Bridget, my daughter. And my other daughter is here too, but she prefers not to be on camera. So, Sarah,
Studio audience.
here's your wine. Just come stick your little hand in the camera line.
Wasn't on camera.
Wasn't on camera.
It's okay.
So, welcome back. Brace yourself, friends and fans. It's so nice to be back with you. It's been a long break, but you know, people get busy, things happen. Chris is building an empire, and brace yourself is, you know, sometimes has to take the hit. But we had the holidays. So happy New Year, Bridget.
Cheers.
Thanks for stepping in. Appreciate it. Thank you all for joining, or none of you for joining.
Oh, we have no viewers.
We have
one viewer.
One viewer. Yay. All right.
Everyone should be watching because everyone has COVID
That's true.
and everyone's home.
So you made a funny joke the other night when we were at Mohegan. What did you say about COVID?
What did I say about COVID? That it's back for season 3?
Yeah.
Yep. Season 3 of COVID.
Season 3 of COVID. Don't love it.
It's getting worse.
Yeah, we're back.
Well, yeah.
We are. We're remote.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the kids are remote. We're reporting to work.
I've never been remote.
You know,
I never got to work from
well,
home.
you can't do occupational therapy remotely,
Sure
can
you
you?
can. It's not. It doesn't go well.
Yeah.
Some of my friends do it, and they're just staring at the camera, telling the kid, like, no, like, don't do that color in the lines, and it's horrible.
That would be terrible. Yes,
Yes.
that would be terrible. So,
Yeah, so I don't do that.
all right. So we have some people watching. We have Stephen. Hi, Stephen.
Stephen.
Nice to see you. Happy New Year to everybody. So, so Bridget, let's start with the traditional New Year's talk.
Oh.
Did you make a resolution?
No. I should.
If you were to make a resolution, what do you think that resolution would be?
You know, I feel like they're always the same. I feel like I want to get in shape, but then bagels exist and then I don't do it.
And for me, wine exists.
Yeah.
So
we'll
makes
see.
it hard.
Maybe I'll do that.
Get in
I
shape.
am in a wedding this summer, so I'd like to not be.
Yeah.
I'd like to be in peak physical condition for that.
Yeah. I always say that. And then the event comes and I ultimately see a picture of myself and then I want to just cry.
I go back and forth because sometimes I feel like, it could be worse.
That's what I say. I'm like, hey, I'm going to be 54.
54. Wow.
Yeah.
I had a flashback on my Snapchat of your 50th birthday the other day.
That was fun.
Which was 4 years ago now, I guess.
4 years ago. So that was a good time.
Oh, your birthday's next weekend.
Yes, it is.
Hmm.
Yes, it is. You have to get me a gift. Don't forget.
Can't do anything yet.
Get shopping. Get me a gift. So, so let's talk about Mohegan Sun because we had a great time.
Yes.
We were just there.
Yep, we were there for a comedy show, which I hosted.
And I
Which was
performed.
fun, which was great. It was a lot of fun.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
You did a great job. It was a great crowd.
Yep, there's a woman in the crowd. I do a joke about you, about your, being in musicals and stuff. And I talk about how you're an assistant principal. And she started wildly cheering. So I thought, she must do that. That must be her job. And I said to her, I was like, oh, is that what you do? And she goes, no. So she's just huge fan of assistant principals.
Huge fan of assistant. And why shouldn't you be? We are like the underdog of the administration.
I was always more scared of the assistant principal than the actual principal when I was in school.
Yeah.
Not that I ever did anything wrong.
No, you were good.
Mhm.
You were super good.
Once I got sent to detention for walking in the hallways, took the long way to the bathroom and it bit me in the ass. So it's my worst offense.
That's your worst offense?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Probably.
I outran security in my car.
Two different people.
We were going, and in my defense, it was the first time I ever did anything bad.
What did you do that
We
warranted a police chase? I've never been in hot pursuit of with the security in my car.
So me and a bunch of friends were going out to breakfast. We were cutting first period.
Already a problem.
And we were going to breakfast. And this other car had a bunch of other kids. And so they got out. And just as I passed through the gate, security saw. The assistant principal jumped in the car with security.
Wow.
So now I am putting on my left blinker and turning right, my right blinker turning left. All the kids are ducked down in the car, and I'm on Sunrise Highway, and security passes me. And I look at the assistant principal, and he looks at me, and he sees no one else. So I got back to school. I was at my locker, and then the hand on my shoulder. I was like, oh, God.
But I feel like you've left the building in pursuit of a student before.
Yes, Michelle, Mr. Connolly. That's who it was.
Was she in the car?
I don't know.
Was
It was a pretty legendary story. No, she wasn't in the car. Not an underclassman. 11th graders.
Never
But yeah.
I would be in the deli shaking in my boots.
And this is why we usually do it in the wine cellar.
No audience.
This is why we usually do it in the wine cellar.
Okay, anyway, no, I would be like in the deli, like shaking in my boots that I wasn't going to get back in time.
Yeah.
I have to open the blinds for her.
Could you do something?
What am I supposed to do?
Just pick her up. Pick her up.
Home TV. You gotta love it.
Yep.
Yeah, Lola. I know Tony Ann. She's just, she hears a noise. I don't know. She never barks, and tonight she's been barking all night.
Yes.
Go figure.
Well, she can't see it.
So, what were we saying? So I was chased. I did a car chase in school.
Your resolutions.
My resolution, probably not to do car chases anymore.
Well, that's an easy one to accomplish.
Yeah. I don't make resolutions anymore because then I don't keep them.
Yeah.
And then I wind up beating myself up for not keeping the resolution.
Right.
That's the problem.
Apparently there's a car chase happening
outside, and it's freaking
that
Lola out.
Needs to be part
So
of.
there, Lola, you can look. I don't know what to do. This is a shit show.
That's okay.
But lost my train of thought.
Yeah, this episode's bad.
It is very bad. It's pretty bad.
Anyway.
Yes. Sarah's asking me questions from the kitchen.
No
Lola is talking. Lola is barking. We were talking about car chases and New Year's resolutions. So I don't really make them anymore because then I just really wind up hating myself afterwards. And then add that another thing to, beat myself up about.
Maybe you should, I don't know, maybe be more measurable goals.
Well, I think, getting up and walking is a good goal.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't always accomplish it. What are you going to do?
I tried to do that today, but then it was a little bit cold out.
It is cold. It's going to snow.
Yep, everyone's
We're getting snow.
Probably Stop and Shop doomsday prepping.
Probably. Tony Ann, did we get any word on snow day yet? John Vetter, Chris is out of town. And this is what happens when Chris doesn't do the show. This is what happens. It goes right to pot, So he's out of town. So my lovely Bridget stepped in.
I'm here.
And
Okay.
And my lovely Sarah's here, but she won't come on camera.
Sarah's been, I would say, nothing short of an absolute nuisance this
Yes,
episode.
she really has.
So,
So we were talking about Mohegan Sun. So we also didn't just do comedy. We gambled.
we gambled. I won some money on the Let It Ride table.
All right. So we walk over to the Let It Ride table. And she went there with what? A $125 chip?
No, I had a $100 chip and then several $5 chips that I'd left in my bag from a previous Mohegan trip. Apparently because I have money to blow. So I forgot about them. I brought them. So I was like, let me just sit down at the Let It Ride table with this found money. And then I kept winning every single hand, which was not making the people who were already at the table happy.
No.
This woman was like watching me, and she's like, it's been every time now. It's been every time.
And I walk up, and she's just got stacks of chips.
Yeah.
So I sit down. I think maybe if I sit down, I throw off her mojo, I'll get the card she's been getting.
Right.
But no,
No.
you kept winning.
But that was the only time I won the whole trip. But I stopped really gambling after that, for the most part.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. You get weird superstitions when you're at the casino.
I didn't. I played the table a little bit. I did the slots, and then I was almost out of money.
Don't do the slots because I don't trust it.
See, but then I went to the Willy Wonka machine, and I put $20 in Willy Wonka, and won $300, which
is-
I promptly gave back.
Yeah,
the
that's
next
never
time.
happened to me. I put $20 in and then it's gone, and then that's it. Stupid.
No, Willy Wonka's a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
it's
If
fun.
anybody's ever been and played the Willy Wonka machine, it's a great time. It's a great time.
It is.
And it's like a lot new with you.
Really?
Yeah, since the last time you were on the show,
I mean, yes, that was.
you have a new job.
I do have a new job. I do. I like what I'm doing. I work with kids now versus old people, so it's completely different, but also the same.
Or is it also the same?
Because old people are kids and kids are old people. They have no filter. One of the kids walked up to her dad the other day when he was getting her jacket on. She was like, "Oh, Dad, your breath stinks." I mean, there's no honesty. Like kids will just be honest with
Kids
you.
will be honest with you. Yeah, so that's great.
Oh, Bayshore has a 2-hour delay tomorrow. Thank you, Tony.
2-hour delay. Just
cancel
come
it.
on, just
I
cancel
know. I'm gonna have to be driving to work. I think
in this.
to save lives. Yeah.
To say.
Most likely.
And so what else? You have any shows coming up?
Well, we both have one on your birthday,
On my birthday.
on the 15th.
That's right. At
Little Room
Governor's
at
Little Room.
Governor's. Yep.
Yep.
So if everyone wants to come out to that,
That'll be a good time.
I'll be hosting that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we got ditched by Judy
Oh yeah, Judy's out gallivanting
with her
with
boyfriend.
her boyfriend, with
Just-
her man.
She has no more time for Brace Yourself.
Yeah. You know what I found interesting?
What?
Grandma sent our cousin Grace, who has COVID right now, chocolate covered strawberries. And what I found really interesting about that was she did not send me anything when I had COVID.
You had COVID for like a hot minute.
I had COVID for as long as people have COVID.
Yeah, but you were
And she
really
didn't
sick.
send me. Grace is fine right now. All I'm saying is, I thought that I would have gotten an edible arrangement.
Oh, an edible arrangement.
That's what it was. They were from edible
Yeah,
arrangements.
they were. Well,
I did.
Yep, Sarah got one when she had COVID.
well,
Apparently, I'm the only one left to fight COVID without chocolate covered fruit. And I don't think that's right.
I brought you soup.
And it was salty.
It was
It was
salty.
extremely salty.
It was salty.
Even I was thirsty after. It was good, but it was salty.
Yeah, I know it was. I don't know what happened.
You know what would have quenched my thirst after that? Would have been a chocolate covered strawberry.
That would have quenched your thirst.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know about
Anyway.
that. But Judy's here. So Judy's off gallivanting with the boyfriend.
Yeah.
We never see her anymore.
Well, she's happy.
Yeah,
At
she
least one
is
of us
happy.
has a boyfriend.
At least one of us. Of all the women in this room right now,
She's
it's Judy.
well, she's a fox.
She is. She is. She's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And so what else? What else is new? What's going on? Let's be relaxed. I feel
I'm
I
relaxed.
feel
I'm
very
relaxed all the
like
time.
I don't know. I'm out of sorts. I'm out of practice.
Yeah.
I'm out of practice.
Well,
I don't like my hair. I don't like the way it looks tonight. I'm really not. I shouldn't have done this.
why?
I should have just canceled the show because I just.
A lot of negativity coming off of you, and it's actually upsetting the viewers. Of which
Sorry.
there are 9 now.
Well, that's pretty good actually.
But yeah, it's better than 0.
It's better than 0. That's
Mhm.
pretty
Who
good.
is it?
We got a few people here. We got John Vetta, we got Tony Ann, I have Michelle, Steve Margolis. He's here. It's a good group.
Yes.
It's a good group. Oh, I'm making another movie.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's pretty exciting.
What's this? This is a zombie movie, right?
Takes place during a zombie apocalypse.
Right.
So excited.
Are you going to be a zombie?
No,
at any point?
No.
Darn.
I don't get to turn into a zombie, but it does take place during a zombie
So
apocalypse.
you live?
It's a short film. It's a student film.
It doesn't mean you couldn't get killed. in a
I
short
don't
film.
get killed. But even if I did, I wouldn't tell you because then
I
why
guess
watch
that's a
this film?
spoiler. You're
That
right.
would be a spoiler.
I don't know that you'd make it through a real zombie apocalypse. I'm going to say that.
I think I would.
Why?
I don't know because I'm like,
You can barely swim.
I'm not going to be swimming away from them.
You
We're
don't
going to be
know.
on land.
You don't know.
You don't know. That's true. But
Do
I
you
don't.
have any hand-to-hand combat skills?
I don't. But they're not. I just have to come up from behind them and stab them in the head, right?
Have you watched Walking Dead?
Yes,
There could be hundreds.
there could. Listen, I like to think.
I will say this. I do think you could live on a minimal amount of food. Because you do that already.
I could. But I don't know, how much wine there would be during the zombie apocalypse. Everybody else would be out looking for like Band-Aids and medication. And I'd be like, get me to a liquor store. I
Right.
need to make sure we have enough stock.
Yeah. I think like as soon as an egg sandwich wasn't available to me, I'd get in a bad mood and
And you're
I'd be hangry.
You're-
For all the whole
yeah,
apocalypse.
for the whole apocalypse. And you're not fun when you're hungry.
No.
Not at all. But I do like to think that I would be able to stab a zombie or two. I would. Oh, hi, Laura. Thanks for joining. We're just talking about zombies and
Yep.
what we think we would do in a well. What about you in a zombie apocalypse? What do you think? You're not G.I. Jane.
After my New Year's resolution, I will be in peak physical fitness for the zombie apocalypse. And I'll be fine.
And you'll be fine.
I think I'll be fine.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think I have enough weapons.
Well, we have no weapons.
We have no weapons.
We have pepper spray, and I don't think that affects zombies.
Yeah, no.
So
I guess there's no way of knowing
there is no way of
until
knowing.
you were in that situation.
And hopefully that never happens. But then again, we didn't think we'd be locked down for 3 years.
Pandemic.
So
You
in a
never really
pandemic,
know.
so anything's possible.
I don't know. I think the zombie apocalypse, surviving it is all about right place, right time. I think we're screwed because we're on Long Island anyway.
Why?
Because you know how many people there are here? It's a lot of zombies. And we all have to be leaving by one bridge,
That's
which is
true.
where the swimming comes into play. And once again, dead.
Once again. Well, I can swim.
Remember, we went snorkeling once, and I had to save you. I had to bring you back to the
The
boat.
water was splashing up into the snorkel,
Right.
and it was going in my mouth and up my nose, and I was choking, and I got scared.
But that's with a breathing device. This is my point. If you had nothing else, no life jacket, nothing,
Oh, I'm going down.
you're going down.
I'm going down.
Right. So,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I would not do well. But we don't have to leave the island if there's a zombie apocalypse. Couldn't we just put boards up on the windows and live in the house?
You know, where are all of your boards?
I have boards in the
You don't have
garage. I have
boards.
boards in the garage.
How many boards?
How many do I need? The zombies can't jump.
Mom. Oh, God.
They can't reach the windows.
Yes, they can. That every zombie thing ever is them like banging on windows.
Yeah, but my windows are high. I'll just block off the steps. I've got a plan.
Ugh,
It's all good.
it's not gonna be good. Mom,
It's all good.
you can barely handle the steps as well. Because I've seen you fall down twice
Yeah.
in the front.
Well, maybe the zombies
When
will
there's
fall
icy
down.
conditions.
Oh, I have to
Speaking
get
of-
ice melt.
yeah.
I think it's in the basement. I have to check.
Mm-hmm.
I have to
Yeah.
check.
Speaking of, tomorrow might be lethal.
I'm
on the
not
steps.
leaving the house tomorrow.
Just
Not
stay
leaving the
put.
house. I'm just gonna stay put till it melts.
Yeah. That's
That's probably the smartest idea.
That's the best.
And so yeah. So I'm gonna do that movie. That's in March.
That's exciting.
It
Where
is
that?
exciting.
Where's that being filmed?
That's gonna be filmed upstate in Pleasantville, New York.
Zombie stuff always happens upstate.
Yeah.
Okay. Sarah, did you have a comment about Pleasantville? No, she did not. Okay, can't be good for live television.
They are starving right now, by the way, these
Mm.
girls, because we haven't eaten yet because Bridget has to
Yes.
work these long, insane hours.
Well, and I also, part of my New Year's resolution to be in peak physical fitness, I had a salad for lunch today.
Did you finally eat the salad? Tell everybody what happened with the salad.
So my
2 days in a
my
row,
first day of 2022, I was like, let me have a salad.
as does
Everybody.
most of the world.
And I brought the salad to work, and I get to work, and I did not bring dressing.
What was in the salad?
It was basic lettuce, olives, carrots, red onion,
No
turkey.
protein?
Turkey.
Oh, turkey. Okay, good.
And I brought that, and I didn't have any dressing. So I was like, not going to eat this. Left it at work in the fridge. And I brought dressing the next day. So when I took the salad out the next day to eat the salad, it had frozen salad because it was on the wrong side of the fridge. So
you have dressing now and no salad.
Right. Unfortunately, I did have to eat that salad because I was starving. So I did eat it pretty cold, and it was gross.
Isn't there any place around your job to just go out and grab something?
Yes, there is. But another New Year's resolution, I'm not spending unnecessary money. So I ate the salad, and it was disgusting. The olives were lethally cold. There was ice in the middle of them. It was gross. So I made another salad this morning and brought it, and that one was successful.
That was successful.
Yes.
I made a lovely chicken salad,
That's nice.
and I ate on those little crackers.
Mm-hmm.
It was the delight. I ate chicken salad every day this week for lunch.
I like a chicken salad. Better than a normal salad, I'll say that.
Yes. I like to have a crunch, a little something,
Right.
you know? But, well, that's a good New Year's resolution. So you're not going to spend money, except on my birthday gift.
Yes. Apparently, all the gifts we got you for Christmas are not rolling over.
No. You don't punish somebody for being born close to the holidays. That's just wrong.
That's true.
That's wrong.
But your birthday does tend to creep up on me.
As on most people.
Um,
Crept up on your father for 20 years.
mm,
Never quite got that right.
That is true. That's true. Now you're divorced.
Well, don't miss the birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Willing to throw it all away.
Apparently.
I'm just kidding. It's just kidding. It's just a joke. Just a funny little joke.
I don't think these 11 people will mind.
No, they probably won't.
10. We got 11 people. That's good.
Janet Scala that I went to high school with, Janet?
Was she in the car?
I don't know. Janet, I don't think Janet was in the car. I didn't really hang out with the cool kids who watch now.
I know. Everyone from high school reunion on Brace Yourself
It
today.
really is. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a school reunion altogether because Tony Ann was one of my students.
I didn't do anything interesting in high school. I was always the person, I had the trailblazer, so I could fit like a bunch of my friends who were cool and did engage in underage drinking. And I would drive them to the parties and then be at the parties and then drive them home. All of them.
So they hung out with you because you had the big car and you would drive them.
Yeah. I'm starting to think that that friendship was rooted in
Necessity.
using me.
Aw.
So I'm still friends with some of them.
But but you're good because you most kids would drive there, drink, and then go, oh, I could do it. But not you.
The joke was on them because I have to this day a poor sense of direction. So they would have to direct me. So basically it was like I was drunk driving because they were all drunk telling me which way to go.
Oh, you do have a terrible sense of direction.
I do.
Terrible.
Yep, I do. I use my GPS every day to get to work.
Every day?
Yep.
You've been...
Gun to my head, could I get there? Who knows? Who knows?
Well, see, you love to make fun of me and stuff, and rightfully so. I mean, there's a lot to make fun of, but you really do have the worst sense of direction.
I know.
And what happens is we're driving and I'll be directing her and then she'll say, I know where I'm going. So then I stop directing her
No,
and then she misses a turn.
mm-mm.
Well, you didn't tell me where to go.
You direct me around town. And then you try to tell me, like, if I don't take the way that you guys like around town, you get upset. I take the way, I know one way to get somewhere.
I know.
And I take that way every single time.
But sometimes you have to know.
Doesn't matter.
You shouldn't go east
Don't
to
see,
go
lost
west.
Me. You lost me.
I lost you with
I don't
east and
know-
west.
I don't know east, west, north, south.
I know.
Because you'd be oh, north of sunrise. I'm like, where is that?
Yeah. North, south.
I need landmarks.
Folks, please teach your children.
Thank you, Tony Ann GPS is her way through life.
Teach your children.
Tony Ann also has no idea where she's going.
John Butera. What? Hello, John Butera. Yes, please teach your children north, south, east, and west.
Like you have so effectively done?
I thought I did. Apparently, I failed miserably.
Yes.
So right now, gun to your head, do I live north or south of Sunrise?
Pull the trigger.
North.
I could have told you that. I do know where north
All
of
right.
sunrise. Right?
So then from my house, is the mall east or west?
What?
Is the mall east or west?
Oh, east. No? Oh, Tony Ann's a bus. She drives a bus.
She drives a bus. Yes.
See, that would be me. But that's fine because she probably has to go to the same place every single day, and so she knows exactly how to get there. That I
You
could do.
drive to work the same place every single day,
Sometimes-
and you still don't know how to get there.
Sometimes there's traffic, and I have to take different routes.
Well,
My
then
GPS
that's
will
okay to
take.
GPS it, but you have to learn
I
those
probably
routes.
could do it by now. The thing is, I don't pay attention. Like I just do what it tells me.
So you drive and you don't pay attention.
No, I do. I'm a good driver. Otherwise,
Oh, I'm an excellent driver.
well,
John, I said hello to you.
I'm just
Hello,
saying
John
hello back.
Butera. Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Lucy, she GPSes her way through life,
Yeah.
literally.
See,
I mean, I love a GPS. If you don't know where you're going, I mean, years ago when you guys were little, and we were going to Lake George,
mm-hmm.
and your
No.
father would sit the night before with the map, and he'd be planning it out, and then we'd have a big fight because I would read it the wrong way, or
I couldn't read a map right now if you asked me to.
Map.
Probably.
Come on.
I couldn't even MapQuest. Because here's my thing with MapQuest is you would get the directions, but if you miss a turn, now I'm lost,
Now you're done.
and I would not be able to get myself back to where
Yeah.
I was supposed to be.
I love how the GPS just reroutes you, and
Right. There's a lot of good technology now, but there are a few places that I know.
Christine
How to get-
Caterling, how do you not know? How can you not know how to get to work?
Where's Christine live? Once I figure out where you live and then figure out how to get there, I'm coming. So don't worry. I'm never gonna make it.
You're never gonna make it. Don't worry, you're
No,
safe.
I could get to work, but I like to use it just because it's,
Because if you hit traffic, then the Waze redirects you.
I do get a little panicky when the GPS doesn't work, like from a new place, because I'm like, oh, this is where I live now. Because I don't know.
You don't know how to get home.
I don't know anything. I don't know, like the second I reach my destination, if I were to leave hours later, I could barely tell you if I turned left or right to get into that place.
That happens to me sometimes because I do seem to forget. Christine's in Florida. Christine, you're safe. She's never going to make it
Oh,
there.
forget it. No, I'd have to get on a plane, and the airport's a whole other story.
Oh, yeah. JFK or John F. Kennedy?
You messed it up one time as a child.
That was the best. She asked us what airport we were leaving out of. Were we leaving out of JFK or John F. Kennedy?
No, I think someone said Kennedy, and I thought that was a completely different place. Regardless, I'm an idiot.
You're not an idiot,
Well,
but you're funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I will come visit. It's beautiful, and we have GPS in Florida. Let's go. We're going to
GPS
Florida.
everywhere. I
Um,
like that.
yeah. So yeah, you directionally are. So we each have our flaws.
Well, but Doug drove us to Mohegan Sun, and he wasn't putting it in the GPS. I said, "How do you know where to get there?" And he goes, "Well, I've been here before," and that's not something that I can relate to.
Well, some people have an excellent sense of direction,
Mm.
like Grandma. She really does have a good sense of direction.
Right? You would never know because you're scared for your life every time
Well,
you're in the car.
yeah,
with
she's a
her.
horrible driver.
Very bad now.
You don't know where you're going because you're like this for the whole ride,
Right.
but
White knuckling.
Yeah.
Well, that's like, I'm sorry. Her boyfriend drove them to, where was it? Mohegan or Atlantic City?
they drove
somewhere.
to Mohegan Sun.
And he navigated himself there by the sun.
Well, he's a military man.
Yeah, but no way. No way am I looking at the sky to figure out where I am on the ground.
Well, if you were in
Was he
military,
Magellan?
Copernicus.
Regardless. I just don't get that.
He's very good. He's very good at that.
I would never look up at the sun and be like, oh, Mohegan's that way. I don't know which way it is right
And
now.
yet, you're going to Mohegan, which is an Indian reservation, and he's using the sun. That's all very apropos, don't you
I
think?
guess it is, yeah.
It's very apropos. And Lola's back.
Oh, well,
And here she is.
Heather says, don't trust GPS. It will take you to the wrong Salem. That's true.
That is true. And Heather, it was because of you that we even got to the correct Salem. So quick, we're going to tell this story quick.
Mhm.
We were going when the kids were young, me, Heather, Casey, and the kids, and we were going to Salem, Massachusetts. So we're driving, and I started the drive, and I'm driving, and we didn't have GPS. We had the Garmin.
Yeah.
So we are driving. Bridget's awake. Sarah and Casey are fast asleep in the back seat for the entire ride. And I might add, got pretty PO'd if we made the music too loud and it woke them up. But I'm driving for a long time and I'm going, I'm really tired, Heather. Can you take over driving? So she takes over and I'm like passing out in the seat, trying to stay awake to help her, but I'm so tired. And she says, welcome to Vermont. And I went, ha, ha, ha. She goes, nope, we're in Vermont. And I went, how? Vermont?
The Garmin.
My mother never updated the Garmin. So it took us to Salem, Vermont.
But what I don't get about this is the Garmin, wasn't Salem, Massachusetts in the same place before?
It
Did
was.
the Garmin
I
have
don't.
to update and be like, oh, it's here?
I guess so. I'm not really sure. But all I know is that just began a whole other adventure on getting from Salem, Vermont. We had to go this way to Salem, Massachusetts. We got there.
Eventually.
We were tired.
Right.
And then, and then remember we got to the hotel and Casey and Sarah were like, oh my God, I'm so tired, and went to bed and passed out like the dead. They slept for 9 hours in the
Sarah
car.
still does that.
She did.
Yeah.
She did it all the way to Mohegan.
Sarah's always exhausted. There's never enough sleep in the world for Sarah.
That is true. She does love a good sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's
Perfect segue.
Perfect segue.
The
It's
end
so
of-
good. I really am out of practice, and I'm like, what am I trying to say, or what am I
Yeah.
trying to do? But so it's. I'm really happy you're here.
Me too.
I'm really happy that you're doing this with me.
Mainly because you made burgers.
I did. What kind of burger? Not just burgers.
Merlot burgers. I'll eat them.
Merlot burgers. We're gonna eat them soon.
Yeah.
Sarah's like,
Yeah,
end
fuck
the
it.
show. I'm hungry. Right? I know she's so mad right
You know,
now.
she could have been cooking them for us the whole time.
She could be home. I didn't have to tell her I was
Oh.
making Merlot burgers.
But you made 3, didn't you? Now we're having a
I
family
did.
quarrel on
On Brace Yourself.
Brace Yourself.
Brace Yourself. It's going to be a
Yeah.
fight.
Okay.
No. But I do think, we probably kept these lovely people long enough.
Yes.
It's 8:00 on a Thursday.
know.
I'm sure people
We're gonna
have
go
to
snow
go.
day tomorrow.
They have to go and gas up the snowblower.
Mm-hmm.
They got to go buy the milk and the bread.
I know.
I don't need milk and bread.
My thought is, why do you do that? Because it's gonna be what, one day?
Yeah, people freak out.
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
die in one
I
day.
I purposely avoided going to the food store. I
Yeah.
needed chicken for the dog, so
Yeah.
I stopped at Lidl.
Oh yeah, because you can't.
And you know what? For Lidl, the lines were long.
The doomsday preppers.
I don't understand it. The snow melts, people.
Well.
It melts.
Not before you need bread and milk.
I guess so. I mean, it's not like you couldn't, I don't know, walk somewhere.
In the snow?
Sure, why not?
You can barely make it down the stairs in the snow.
I can too.
So I don't think
I
you should be walking
slipped
anywhere.
one time on the
Twice,
stairs.
2 times.
One time.
2 times.
2 times.
You knocked yourself out so hard you don't even remember both.
I know. The first time was,
The
Yeah.
first time was bad.
the first
So
time
you had
was
to
bad.
call me at
The
6
second
a.m.
time, I showed my mother the video from my Ring camera, and she laughed.
Yeah. Oh.
So, well, folks, I would love to tell you that Chris is going to be back next week, but I have no
But no
goddamn clue
vampire.
if he's going to be back. to be quite honest with you.
Stalled out.
So if he's not back,
I guess I'll be back.
she's back, and we're going to have a better format, and she's going to do a Pepper Gets Peppered,
Oh, okay.
because we didn't have a Pepper Gets Peppered,
Nope.
so we need that.
Would I have to ask questions?
Yeah, it's like a trivia. He does it like theme, so like it would be my birthday, so January 15th, so you might want to do like January 15th theme type questions.
It'd be very Martin Luther King heavy.
Well, it doesn't, there's other things that happen on January 15th.
It's Martin Luther King Day
It is,
most of the time.
but I was also born on that day,
Okay.
and as were other people, so
I'll look it up
get busy just in case Chris
just in case he backs up.
breaks my heart and crushes my soul again.
Yep, he's a very bad host.
He's
0 out of 10.
all right. Well, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We're gonna cut this show a little short, and we're gonna be better prepared next week.
If they come back,
They're gonna come back. They're gonna come back. I have a lot of faith. Everybody's gonna come back, and we're gonna have a lot more to talk about because we're gonna be more prepared, and we're gonna have better hair days.
My
Your hair looks
fine.
great. Mine, I'm not.
I did
happy
it this morning.
It looks
Washed
amazing.
it.
Thank you for that. I
Mhm.
appreciate it. So, thanks for joining. And I'm gonna only sign off now because I know that these kids are so hungry.
All right, hopefully you guys all have a snow day tomorrow.
And I hope everybody has a snow day and stay safe. If you have to drive carefully.
Yep.
Cheers. Happy New Year
Cheers.
again. Stick to our resolutions. All right. Well, that's our show for tonight. Good night, everybody.
Good night. See you. We're off,
Right.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're off.
I think we're off.
We do this every week.
You think we know? Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're
off.
definitely off.
We're off, definitely.
You were awesome.
No, I couldn't do it without you.
Oh,
stop.
You're unbelievable.
Stop.
You're amazing.
Everybody
It's
loves
you. No,
Everybody
it's
loves
you. It's
you.
not me. It's you.
It's
Trust me.
Rowan, Chris.
Listen.
I
Look
think
at
we're
me.
still on.